Hello everyone, I'm Darth Bryboy, and I am here to review Star Trek 12 Into Darkness. Now you may be saying, why the fuck did you call Star Trek Into Darkness Star Trek 12? Well, you'll see why in a few minutes of this review. So, how do I describe this film? It, to me, is one of the best Star Trek movies ever. Okay, I can't talk about this movie without giving heavy spoilers. So, you have been warned. So, here's the plot of Star Trek Into Darkness. How does this all end? So, it starts off with the crew of the Enterprise going after a terrorist who calls himself John Harrison. Now, John Harrison, the guy's Khan. So, Khan gives this Starfleet officer, like, hey, I can save your kid. He gives the Starfleet officer's daughter a blood transfusion. He then blows himself up and blows up the fucking archive base. So then, Kirk, Pike, Spock are all called in, and a bunch of the other captains and Starfleet officers are there to talk about this attack. We meet the Starfleet Admiral, played by Peter Weller, who played RoboCop. And Peter Weller is basically the main villain. He organized this whole deceptive terrorist plot to start a war with the Klingons because he just wants a war. He wants there to be bloodshed. He's just a fucking asshole. So what happens is his daughter, Carol Marcus, played by this really sexy actress. So what Marcus' daughter does, she's like, yo, there are these missiles here. So Admiral Marcus says, yo, Kirk, Pike is killed because of this fucking terrorist. That's this John Harrison guy. We need you to kill him. He's like, with pleasure. Pleasure, because he's angry. Kirk just wants revenge. He wants to fuck Khan up. He wants revenge. Okay, so Spock's like, yo, you're like, Captain, this is really ill-advised. This is stupid. This is dangerous. Kirk's like, Spock, I don't want to hear it. Because Kirk is really angry. He's vengeful. So when Kirk is faced with this decision, he's faced with this decision to either kill Khan or imprison Khan. He decides to imprison Khan. So then Admiral Marcus gets pissed. He's like, yo, Kirk, I told you to do this, boy. Why'd you defy me? And he's like, because your orders were stupid, sir. And his daughter's like, I refuse to believe that the man who raised me would kill a bunch of innocent crew members. And if you're gonna kill him, you're gonna have to kill me too in the process. He's like, I'm not gonna let that happen. Beams are up. He just starts fucking the Enterprise up. So then, Kirk seeks Khan's help. And Khan's like, yo, I know all the workings of the ship. He goes with Khan and Scotty to disable the ship. Kirk wants to arrest Admiral Marcus for treason. So Khan is like, fuck that, knocks Kirk out, beats the shit out of Scotty and Kirk, fucking crushes Admiral Marcus's head, and he's like, argh! And the reason he does this is because his crew, the Botany Bay crew, are in these missiles, you know? So then Spock contacts old Spock. And if I didn't call this movie the ultimate connector between this alternate timeline and the original series, I gotta pull this out just to bring this up. Old Spock tells young Spock, Khan is one of the most dangerous men the Enterprise ever faced. Did you defeat him? And he's like, yes, at a great cost. And if you've seen Star Trek 2, then you know what that great cost was. It was when Spock nobly went down there and sacrificed himself when Khan was going to detonate the Genesis device. And you just know the tragedy and the saddest thing about this movie. Kirk dies. Kirk dies. And it's basically the ending of Wrath of Khan, except the roles are reversed. Now it's Spock who has been hurt greatly instead of Kirk. Now it's Spock who's faced that loss. And the way the framing and the timing and the delivery of the lines is just so emotional. I cried. I mean, I couldn't hold back the tears in the theater because it was just that good. It was so well done. Yeah. But Kirk does come back. It basically ends the way the last film did. So that's why I really love this movie. Oh, and thank you, Mr. Abrams, for giving Kirk the death he should have gotten. Thank you for freaking erasing that fucking generation's death. That was stupid and never happened as far as I'm concerned. What's my final verdict on Star Trek 12 Into Darkness? A 10 out of 10. You may say that's a little bit high, but to me, this movie does everything right, does it so well, bridges the two series together, the old Trek and the new Trek, so well that I gotta give it props for that. Hopefully in Star Trek 13, we'll see the Borg. Live long and prosper and have a great day.